Father Peter Mermier, the founder of the congregation of the Missionaries of St. Francis de Sales, was born on 28th August 1790 at Vouvray in the parish of Chaumont in Geneva, Savoy, where St. Francis de Sales was a bishop of Annecy just a couple of centuries ago. The French Revolution had badly affected the church and many priests left the country while few went in hiding. Peter's parents, who were fervent Christians, risked their lives and property by welcoming those priests. Between the age of 4 and 10, Peter had a rare privilege of assisting at the Mass celebrated secretly in the house. The faith and courage of his mother and of those daring priests motivated him to make a decisive choice for the Lord. The revolutionaries had closed the churches and schools. So Father Peter Mermier had his primary education by his own mother. He returned to Savoy in 1800. He did his secondary school studies as a boarder in Milan. He had an immense desire to be a priest even as a boy. With the permission of his loving and religious parents, he entered seminary. In 1807, he was received at the major seminary of Chambéry. He was fervent in prayer, a hard worker, with thoughtful regard for his fellow students. He was ordained priest on 21st March 1813 at the age of 23 and a half. His first appointment was at Magdalen as assistant parish priest to Canon de Jacques. As a young priest, he was a tireless worker. He taught the little ones by day and studied theological studies by night. After 3 years, he was asked to teach at the College of Milan and be prefect of discipline. The Archbishop of Chambéry appointed him as parish priest of Le Châtelet in 1890 at the age of 30. Religious crisis in 19th century France. The political disturbances, especially the French Revolution, had still its impact in the spiritual realm as it left the people in a deep spiritual crisis and indifference towards their religious duties. The colonialism threatened to turn mission calling of the Catholic Church into cultural and political mandate. The aftermath of the French Revolution still continued to weaken the faith and the practices of the Catholics. The post-French Revolution had produced a population who were completely indifferent towards God. Father Mermier, as priest, sensing the signs of the times, Father Mermier took upon himself the task of spiritual renewal in his own people by preaching parish missions. Thus, the situation in which Father Mermier lived and built up his life's work was favorable for revamping the gospel values in the lives of the Catholics. He heard a call, a challenge to look beyond the parochial state of affairs and move out into the universal church. His firm missionary zeal was amply clear from his slogan, "I want missions." As a diocesan priest, he used to read the activities of the Jesuit missionaries. He was impressed by the missionaries who went out into the third world countries to spread the gospel message. As a man of profound faith, his heart longed for spreading the good news of Jesus in places where Christ is still unknown. He was imbued with the idea of doing more for the spiritual welfare of the church, especially the foreign missions. This yearning of his heart intensified as years went by. Yet he also realized the limitation that a single person may not be able to materialize his dream of evangelization a country. Therefore, Father Mermier shared his heart's desire with some of his fellow priests of the same diocese, and he promoted interest in the minds of those priests about the missions, gave rise to a community of preachers gathered around Father Mermier. Live Jesus.